Let us prepare for meditation by singing this song. I am whole, I am complete. I am whole, I am complete, from my head to my feet. I am love, I am healthy, I am whole. I am whole, I am complete, from my head to my feet. I am light, I am joy, I am whole. I am whole, I am complete, from my head to my feet. I am peace, I am health, I am whole. I am light, I am joy, I am whole. I am love, I am healthy, I am whole.
Thank you, Deidrey. Friends, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze for just a moment. Let's rest for just a moment, becoming aware of our breath and shifting our attention away from the material world and into that inner place. Opening up our inner eyes into that unlimited space of consciousness. Where divine mind reaches out and touches us. That place where we know that we are light, that we are joy, that we are whole. Wholeness is the unshakable, eternal truth of each one of us, of each and every person that comes to mind. Wholeness is the unshakable, eternal truth in this place in consciousness. So let's intentionally right now pause and bring our full awareness and intention into that illuminated place within. Our inner eyes are flooded with the light of the Christ in the stillness and the silence, right here and right now. Wholeness is the unshakable, eternal truth of me. Wholeness is the eternal, unshakable truth of you. The unshakable, eternal truth of every individualized expression of love that can come to mind. Wrapped up in its personality, and yet we hold the highest and greatest truth. I am whole. And because the I am expresses as each and every one of us, we are whole in truth. And become aware of your breath once again. Relaxing a little more deeply, because when we know that we are whole, we know that in spirit, in truth, that there is nothing wrong. And so bring back that peace, that truth, that awareness into this moment right now, here in spirit where we are gathered, and here in this manifest world where we are scattered, but together in spirit. Wholeness is the unshakable, eternal truth of us all. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen.
Let us sing together. I am whole, I am complete, from my head to my feet. I am love, I am healthy, I am whole. I am whole, I am complete, from my head to my feet. I am light, I am joy, I am whole. I am whole, I am complete, from my head to my feet. I am peace, I am health, I am whole. I am light, I am light, I am joy, I am whole. I am love, I am love, I am healthy, I am whole. And as we prepare to receive Rev Todd's message, let us sing this one. Open my eyes that I might see. Here we go. Let us sing it together. Open my eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Placed in a clasp hath the wonderful key that shall unclasp and set me free. Willingly now I wait in thee, ready, my God, thy truth to see. Open my eyes, illumine me, Spirit, while the wave notes fall on my ear, everything false will disappear. Silently now I wait in thee, ready, my God, thy truth to see. Open my ears, illumine me, Spirit divine. Open my mouth and let me bear gladly the warm truth everywhere. Open my mind and let me prepare for life so divine, for love to share. Willingly now I wait in thee, ready, O God, the truth to speak. Open my mouth, illumine me, Spirit divine. Open my heart that I may know wisdom that Spirit has to show. And as I trust the presence within, I am the life I came to be. Willingly now I wait in thee, ready, my God, for truth in me. Open my heart, illumine me, Spirit divine.
Deidrey, thank you. Happy Sunday, friends. To make this taller. Ooh. Wrong one. Maybe I should have just sat down. My mind went somewhere else when we were singing that meditation song, and I had to, the head to my feet, and I went to the metaphysical place, and so our feet metaphysically represent our understanding, one of our 12 faculties, our understanding as we move into the manifest world and we move throughout this manifest playground, planet Earth. But from our head, from our head, the center of our head, there's so many powers of our 12 faculties that are located in our head, according to Charles Fillmore, but they all resonate with the Christ. And so from our head to our feet, our worthiness is showing up because we know our worthiness from our spiritual experience, our individualized expression coming manifest through that we can stand firmly in the truth of who we are. And that is so important to really grasp in today's message, in this Lenten season when we are moving through these days of moving towards this idea of overcoming. The resurrection, the awakening, and the presence of new life as us. And in our booklet, Reverend Jean Marie Eck, she's now the senior minister at Unity of Delray Beach, she included in this question: this Lenten season, would you be willing to release your past into spiritual perfection? To reimagine that it was the ideal lead up to this season of your unfolding of all you are in God. You have an amazing God-given ability to access divine ideas to help you understand that what you have experienced was more about how you came through it than regretting that it didn't match your original vision. Anybody ever felt like you had the wind knocked out of your sails because things did not show up the way you wanted them to? Whoop, maybe so. And here's what I have come to understand as I really spend my time with these principles, with understanding these 12 faculties of this deep dive into imagination. And what I know is that our personality, and remember that we are complex things. We have a personality, fueled by an ego that wants to keep us separate and keep us safe here in Playground Planet Earth. And we have our individualization. We are an individualized expression of the Christ, of the One, of divine mind. And our personality does not wait for the facts, for getting the information right. Am I the only one in here that can tell really great stories in my head? Ooh, buddy. Right. This week I sent a text message to a friend, and I didn't get a response back in the time that I had decided I needed a response back. And we were off to the races. Right? How many times do we do that when we don't get the response in the time frame that we imagine we should? And and I create stories, and which makes me aware of how many stories have people written about the fact that I have not emailed back or texted back in the time frame that they thought I should. It happens, huh? Doesn't it? Don't hurt your neck, Teresa. Nodding along, right? But it's also too have you put on a sock and suddenly you couldn't stand up straight, and so now you have written all these things. Right, when I finally went looking for my birth family, I think you all know I'm adopted. When I went looking for my birth family, and I was able to get a hold of limited pieces of information that now, according to genetic testing, does not appear that was really my file that I got a hold of. Yeah, people make mistakes. But I found out that the woman that they thought was my birth mother had died at 56 of a brain tumor. And so had her mother and her uncle. And so for years, every time I got a headache, I thought, this is it! Have you ever thought something crazy like that? Right, and then, and now I don't even believe that is part of my birth family. Somebody made a mistake. And yet, I can either make up stories in my head about incompetent people filing the paperwork in the wrong place, or I can say that experience helped me understand the power of my mind when I let it run amok. Good word. Right? Because we do that, right? Have you ever had that conversation with your loved one and something feels off? They don't love me anymore. They're mad about something. They don't like the dinner I made. They're unhappy because I folded the towels wrong. You laugh. I had a friend once who told me that in her past she had gotten so mad that her husband had folded the towels incorrectly that she threw them all off of the bed and they all had to be refolded because she was mad that the towels were folded wrong. Aren't we ridiculous? These personalities that are trying to keep us safe, and yet what they end up doing is we write these stories that create distance between us. And here's the thing, we don't just experience life. We are interpreting life. And we are interpreting life through these incredibly creative narratives that we are telling ourselves that are so often wrapped up in the personality, which wants to keep us safe, but wants to keep us believing in the separation. And so some of those stories become the most stressful things we can imagine. Or maybe you have already overcome that. And let me know, because we're going to teach a class on it. I'm not skilled enough to teach that class yet. I can just point towards this being an issue. Because, we mistake the stories for truth. Right? We come up with these worst case scenarios, right? And really we're just creating stories of limitation, stories of lack, stories of separation. And it's not wisdom. This isn't wisdom that we're experiencing and showing. And it's not intuition. It is our faculty of imagination being misused. Right? This personality mind is trying to protect us, and it is using the wrong strategy. Because in truth, we should be using our imagination aligned with the truth of who we are, our wholeness, right? That Christ channeled through us to stand in understanding in this manifest world. But when we overthink and come up with these beautiful stories, these very creative things, and it limits us. It creates obstacles from our experience of one another. It creates obstacles for our experience of joy. It creates an obstacle for us living in this truth of power of who we are. Power, it's purple. I see a lot of purple in the audience today. I'm glad. And see, it's that, you ever just woken up and you're like, oh, there's a kink in here somewhere. Like you just can't, but you can't really figure out what it is, right? And you're like, this is weird. I think I should get on the computer. I should go to WebMD. I should Google my symptoms. If any of you know a doctor or have ever worked for a doctor like I have, don't do that. Do not do that. Right? Because what you're going to do is you're going to find something, oh no, ooh, this is serious. Oh, this is something major. And off again goes the mind amok. Amok. I love that word. It reminds me of Hocus Pocus, where the sisters go amok, 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 amok. I'll remind you at Halloween time. And see, the truth is that really, we just have a little twinge here. We may have slept wrong, right? We hurt trying to roll over, and the dogs were laying on the covers, and you pulled something, right? And some of you are like, oh, you let the dogs in the bed? They let me live in their house. And what's real is that actually nothing has happened yet, nothing at all, but our body is already reacting to the story that we are telling. Our heart rate goes up, we get kind of tense, we start living in fear, and when we get fearful, we might start to sweat, we might give ourselves a tension headache, and what's real is that the body is responding to this story we've created and not really responding to the situation that's happening. That's in our bodies. But, it's not just our body. This happens when we make up stories in our head about our community, about our family, about the neighborhood we live in, about the city we live in, about the state, about the country, about the world we live in. Have we made up any stories? Maybe. We have to reframe all of this. And reframing is a spiritual practice. And when we reframe, we open ourselves up to possibilities. And so the first thing to do is that we have to notice the story. We have to say, what am I telling myself right now? And then make a list of the evidence. Like, what do I actually know? And is it a fact? And we've talked about facts before, right? Facts change. Remember? Because the earth used to be the center of the universe and the sun spun around the earth. And we know that that's not true now, right? What do we actually know? And then choose a higher possibility. What else could be true? What else could be true? Maybe my friend did not text me back in the timely fashion because they went to buy ice cream. Because I know ice cream is their favorite. Maybe they took the day off and they left their cell phone at home and they went to the beach. Why do we write these stories where it's so incredibly frightening and terrible and limitation and lack, and we're going to lose somebody? You know, maybe there is something stressful and maybe it's nothing. Maybe that I woke up and I've got this little twinge back here because my body is asking me for some rest today and not some horrible thing. Maybe I have a headache because I needed to change my contacts and I don't have a brain tumor. Maybe I am okay. And so let's make this our practice. If we're going to imagine, right? And we are going to imagine. Can you admit that? I'm going to imagine. I use my imagination every day. Say that. I use my imagination every day. So imagine something that aligns with truth. Capital T, truth. And I know that this is the first time some of you have heard it. But I also know it's not the first time I've said it. If you don't know what capital T truth is for you, then you need to sit a little bit longer in the silence. You need to meditate some more. Now, meditation does not mean that you have to sit down crisscross applesauce and contemplate your navel. Meditation can take many different forms. It can be a slow, intentional walk down the road. It can be sitting in a very comfortable chair watching the sunrise or the sunset. It could be sitting at the end of your dock and looking at all the amazing birds that show up wherever it is that you live. The meditation might be being fully present, throwing the ball over and over and over again as Cooper brings it back, as Layla brings it back, as Zoomer tries to steal it. Meditation is nothing more than being fully present in this moment and not using your imagination to create some strange thing in the future or even some glorious thing in the future. And it's not about regretting everything that's in the back, right? Because we are in this Lenten season seizing our spiritual power to say that everything that has happened for me and not to me. Because we are not victims of thought. We are not victims of thought. We are stewards of our imagination. And our imagination is one of the most powerful things about us. For without it, we could never imagine something greater. But to harness that power, we must stand in the present. Know the truth. Conceive, envision, embody, and believe and interpret with clarity. Judge with righteous judgment. Interpret what is happening and see that this is happening for you. And some of the things that have happened for me in my life, I have to tell you, have not always been comfortable. And yet, I stand before you today knowing that everything has gotten me to this place where I am today, and everything that has happened in your life has brought you to the very present moment so that you can be the fullest expression of the Christ that you can be in this moment. And that's who you are called to be. So reframing as our spiritual practice. And reframing is not just positive thinking, right? It is spiritual seeing. Spiritual seeing. Jesus did not ignore reality. He did not ignore what was showing up in the manifest world, and yet he never accepted appearances as final. Jesus saw wholeness where others saw illness. Jesus saw possibility where others saw limitation. He saw resurrection where other people saw an ending. And for us to step in the path of Jesus, we must follow Christ. And that means we have to learn to see differently. Seeing possibilities. So your assignment this week, if you are willing to accept it, is to pay attention to the stories, the narratives that are showing up, that are directing you to fear, to lack, to limitation, to separation. And to claim your wholeness. Claim your wholeness and realize that the eternal truth of you is life, is light, is love, is joy. And interpret it differently so that you might not be separate from, that you might not be limited, that you might not start to believe that you're small and powerless. Always ask, what is the higher possibility here? What would it look like if I was seeing this through the eyes of Christ? Be aware of your stories. Pause. Check. Check the data you know. Reframe it. Ask, what is spiritually true here? When we begin to see differently, we begin to live differently. Our personality is going to fill in the blanks, but it is not going to tell you the truth. Start looking for the truth through the eyes of Christ. And friends, that's what I was asked to share today. Thanks for being here to hear. Love you.
Thank you, Rev Todd, for your amazing message. It reminds me of Daniel Nahmod's song, so I think I will sing this one. It's called Nearer. decide to be. The answer is you. Whatever I seek, whatever the questions be. So why would I fight? And why would I cry? And why would I worry still? I just open my arms and open my eyes and follow you, my God, until you are nearer to my heart, nearer to my soul, nearer to my life. Never let me go. You are nearer to my heart. Show me what to do, oh God, to be nearer to you. Oh God, to be nearer to you. Whenever I hurt, whenever I fall, whenever I lose my way, well, I know where to turn to you after all. You've seen me through my darkest day. There's no reason to fight, no reason for shame. And finally all fear is gone. I just open my arms and whisper your name and understand that all along you are nearer to my heart, nearer to my soul, nearer to my life. Never let me go. You are nearer to my heart. Show me what